It is Post Cereals, sending it all to you from here in Brooklyn. You know the famous Post Cereals, Post Toasters, Post Grape Nuts Flakes, Post Raisin Bran, 40% Bran Flakes, Post Tims, and the newest is Post Sugar Crisp. Jorgensen, who hit for Mixus at third, goes to third. Don Newcomb comes on to be the pitcher and will pitch to the top of the order. Jethro as we move into the 8th inning. Newcomb, big right-hander. Been home with an ailing arm. Manager shot and sent him home from Chicago. When he found he couldn't pitch, said, okay, go home and get a complete rest. You can't rest around the ball club. So Newcomb's on the mound. The Phillies knock off the Giants 7-1 to tighten their hold in first place in the National League. It's a 2-2 tie between the Pirates and the Cubs at the end of 6. Cincinnati's at St. Louis tonight. In the American League, the Yankees at the end of 2.5 lead the Athletics 4-0 on Ed Barrow Day. Washington has come up with 4 runs in the 7th and tied the Red Sox at 4-4, and the Red Sox are now batting the 8th inning, 4-4 tie. Chicago at Cleveland, White Sox 2 and the Cleveland Indians 1. Cleveland at bat in the 7th inning. Newcomb's got a couple more pitches to throw, so what do you say that we pause briefly for station identification? Sam Jethro, who burned up the woods with Montreal in the National League last year. Switch hitter, batting left-handed. Sam, of course, is the first Negro player in the history of the Braves. Boy, he's been some ball player for him. Most hits in the league, 33. 5 of them, home runs. Swings at a high foul ball. Bruce Edwards, the catcher, coming back. He's under it. He's got it. Jethro fouling out. 1 gone, beginning of the 8th. Rook in infield is now Hodges at first base, Robinson at second. Billy Cox is playing short, and the third baseman is Johnny Jorgensen. First time Johnny has been able to wear a glove this year in a game. Earl Torgerson, 1 hit for 3 at-bats. Swings and hits a ground ball slowly towards second. Robinson's up. Goes to first, just in time, and Torgerson is out. This is Lou Jorda giving it the thumb. Nice play by Robbie. Now Bob Elliott. Big third baseman has 2 line singles that are 4 times up. Right-handed Newcomb kicks, throws, fastball inside. Newcomb is fast. If he's ready to pitch again, some of the Brooklyn pitching problems may be solved. After all, you don't go very far when your ace is not even with you, back home resting his arm. The Braves here tomorrow, 12,000 seats, all prices. Throw, swung on a ground ball down to third. Jorgensen up with it. Fires over to first base in time. Elliott retired, and Newcomb puts the side down 1, 2, 3, which in itself is encouraging. 9-2 in favor of the Braves. Talking about Brooklyn pitchers, did you know that the Dodger pitching staff gave up fewer hits than any other National League pitching staff last season? You didn't? It's a fact. And that's just one interesting fact out of thousands that you'll discover in the 1950 Dodger yearbook. You'll see personal write-ups and statistics on every man on the roster. Pictures and dimensions of every National League ballpark. All kinds of exciting, interesting information. That's what you'll get in the new Dodger yearbook if you get your copy. And to get your copy, just mail a box top from any Post cereal package or the front panel of a Sugar Crisp bag, plus a quarter the Dodger Yearbook, Box 79, Brooklyn 1, New York. Remember, this is the same book that costs 50 cents at Ebbets Field, but you get it for only 25 cents. Plus the box top from any post cereal package or the front panel of a Sugar Crisp bag. So write to Dodger Yearbook, Box 79, Brooklyn 1, New York, and be sure to give your own name and address, yeah? Robinson first up, last of the 8th. Right-hander Bickford delivers. Curve outside. Ball one. 9-2 Boston. Bickford with a 7-run lead delivers. Robinson hits the deep short. Carr is up. The shortstop throw is in time, and Robbie is out by a step. 1 up, 1 away. After the 8th. Carl Furillo was involved in a very pivotal turn of the game when in the first inning, with the Braves leading 1-0, Bickford with 1 out walked 3 straight Dodgers. Then he induced Furillo to look at a third strike. Carl swings as a high foul ball. Here's catcher Walker Cooper coming back, getting under it, and takes it. Takes up to easily for out number 2. Who are gone last of the 8th. Hodges, who has 1 hit, an infield stretch single. Dodgers have only 2 hits. Hodges batting .311. Wind continues blowing out toward left. Fine crowd, lots of sunshine here at Ebbets Field. Curve over. Call strike. Billy Lowe's, boy from Queens, out here on Long Island, warming up for the Dodgers. Cut a ball in under the chin, 1-1. Lowe's is a bonus player and has to be with Brooklyn this year unless the Dodgers wish to take their chances of losing him at waivers. 1-1 pitch, swung on, foul back. 1-2. Newcomb pitched a very good inning. He showed manager Shotton something. Needed just a little work, a little tuning up. 1-2 pitch, curve swung on and tapped foul outside first base. Tomorrow's game on Sunday is 2 o'clock. For those of you out and around the country listening in on our coast-to-coast broadcast, in addition to our local one here in New York, there is a New York State Sunday law that no athletic event, whether it's a baseball game or not, any athletic event cannot start before 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. 1-2 pitch, curve swung on and hit high out in the short to right center field. Second baseman Sister back under it, and he's got it. So the Dodgers go down routinely enough, rather docilely in fact, 1-2-3 last of the 8th, and Bickford regained his mastery. So at the end of 8, it is 9-2 in favor of the Braves. In the American League, at the end of 3 innings, it's the Yankees 5 and the Athletics nothing. The Yankees, Berra and Brown have hit home runs. The A's, Wise, Shive, and Fowler have been. Newcomb going out to the mound to pitch the 9th inning. At the end of 8 innings, the Boston Red Sox are leading Washington 5-1. And Dobson is pitching in the 9th inning, trying to get Washington out of there and save the 1-run lead. Sid Hudson's gone all the way for Washington. Staub started for Boston, Masterson in the 7th, when Washington got 4 runs to tie it, and Dobson has come on in the 9th. Ted Williams and Walt Dropo have hit home runs for the Red Sox. At the end of 7 innings, it's a 2-2 tie between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Kane pitching for Chicago. Feller went the first 7 innings and hit a home run for Cleveland, and Flores is pitching in the 8th. For the Browns of Detroit, Garver will go for the Brownies and Trucks for the Tigers. Final score in the National League. The Phillies up there in first place, 7 runs, 7 hits and no errors behind Kurt Simmons, his 4th win against 1 setback. For the Giants, a run, only 3 hits off Simmons, no errors. Carslow, Magley, and Higbee from New York, and Carslow, the starter, was the loser. At the end of 6.5 innings, a 2-2 tie between the Pirates and the Cubs. And the Reds played St. Louis tonight, and that's that. You're 9-2. Braves leading here at Brooklyn, and Sid Gordon up, and Newcomb pitches him high for ball 1. Gordon has 1 hit, 2 official at bats. There's 2 walks. Strong, stocky right-hand hitter, takes high inside, ball 2. Sid hitting 270. Throw, curveball high inside, and it is ball 3. 3-0. Newcomb is big, about 6'5", 240 pounds, 235 pounds. And he's big as the side of a house. Throws, ball 4. And Gordon picks up his 3rd walk this afternoon. The Braves now had a half a dozen free passes given to them, and Bickford has walked 6 of the Dodgers. The odd thing about Bickford is he's been wild in 2 spurts. He walked 3 straight in the 1st inning and 3 straight again in the 7th. Will Marshall has had a single and a triple. A 10-hitter. Ball strike. Newcomb off the hands. Marshall hitting 272. Outfield toward right. Pitch swung on. A high pop fly deep back to 3rd. It may be trouble. It is in there for a base hit. It's in there for a single. Schubert running over as fast as he could, was to step away, but got the ball on the bounce. The ball dropped about 5 feet fair. Deep back at 3rd base, or out into short left field. Single for Marshall. Swinging later on an outside pitch and dunked her in there. Gives him his 3rd hit today. Hit number 1 off Newcomb. For the Braves, who are leading 9-2, they just as soon open the gap. Big Cooper, the catcher, up, puts a curve inside. Walker Cooper, 1 for 4. Got a base hit, line double his last trip. Hatfield toward left. Cooper swings and over. Drives on deep to the right center field. It's way out there, and it is in the center field, lower center field stands for a big home run for Cooper. That's his 1st home run of the year, and his 2nd straight hit for the Braves, and it makes it now 12-2 in favor of Boston. And it's a case of the sugar crisp to the Walker Cooper household. Yes, sir. So he banged that one deep in the lower right center field stands, right back of the sign where it says 376 feet. 3 rows of seats in there. He hung it in. Nobody out, and 3 runs home. Braves had widened the gap even more. Well, they really had their hitting shoes on. And Sid's sister stepping in. Had no hit today. Cuts and fouls this one in the lower 1st base stands. Newcomb was really jarred. His home runs hurt you. Cooper knocked in 5 runs today in his debut with the Braves. Fastball over, 4 balls, 2nd strike. Hatfield round toward left. Throw, swung on and missed. Curveball. Strike 3. So Sibby has had a rather rough afternoon. He struck out twice. He's gone 0 for 4, got on once for the walk, and he's made an error. Buddy Carr has 2 hits for 4 at bats. Locked in a run. Goes in the 190. He's struggling to get that average up to above 200. Comes back on pitch in at the knees. Ball 1. Billy Lowe's continues throwing down the Brooklyn bullpen. For Boston, the Big Cooper really putting a big one in the center field stands. 12, the Dodgers 2. Ball strike on the outside, 1-1. Imagine Southworth now is very pleased to have this Big Cooper with him. Hit that ball that way and catch it. You know, he traded him a couple days ago for Ryan. Third, one side, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Newcomb, who went along swimmingly in the 8th inning, got wet in the 9th. 2-1 pitch, swung on, a line drive right in center field. Carr coming up for his 3rd hit. That one would have knocked the horns off Big Don if he'd had any. So the line single, right over the pitcher's head, right in center field. And Vern Bickford has been a rich man all afternoon. He's been on the sunny side of the street. Yes, sir. Going after his year's first win. He's got a 10-run lead now here in the 9th inning. Dodgers looking for the bunt. He tries it, misses. Why would you have the pitcher bunt with 1 out and a man on first in the 9th? Well, because he might go out and not move the man from first, so you might waste him. Or you might, if you allow him to swing, hit into a double play, even worse. If you bunt him, if you get him out of the out. There's a bunt. Newcomb off the mound fields it. Throw goes to first base. Bickford is out of sacrifice. Sacrifice of himself, and so giving up the second out, which they figured the pitcher would cost him anyhow. They move Carr into a better scoring position at second base. It's a matter of percentage. If you'd one place, then get a no better place. Sam Jethro has 1 hit, home run. That in the 5th inning. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Hitting at .344. He's a rookie, of course. Montreal last year. Swings and has a high foul into the 3rd base stand. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jethro's extremely quick. He's a very slender fella. Looks almost bony. Well, he can run. And in running, he makes it look easy. There's a lot of talk about the league about who can outrun the other in 100 yards, Jethro or Bobby Thompson of the New York Giants. Jethro swings all the way around. The ball's 2 strikes. 2 gone, guard second. 12-2, favor the Braves. A lot of people think that Jethro is the fastest fellow in spike shoes. Leo DeRocha and the Giants, they say that Bobby Thompson can outrun anybody in baseball at 100 yards. Someday they may match it. I want to see it. Dicker's pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Jethro stuck out on a curveball in at the hand. 3 runs. Big Cooper following a walk and a single, but blasting one. 3 hits, 1 man left. Now it's time for the 9th coming about. We'll soon have a decision. Know what it is. It's now 12-2 in favor of the Braves. The 3 Ways Wonderful. That's Post Sugar Crisp, the marvelous new cereal that's made from wholesome puffed wheat with a delightful coating of sugar and honey. Folks, just let me tell you, it's just fun to eat any one of 3 ways. At breakfast, pour Sugar Crisp in your cereal bowl and just add milk or cream. And then you can skip the sugar because this exciting new cereal is just sweet enough. For snacks in between meals, it's perfect too. And third, you just eat it right out of the bag like candy. Anytime, anywhere. Now, for example, you could be nibbling it right now while you're listening in. Yes, there's a cereal. It's dandy. For snacks, it's handy. Or eat it like candy. Look for Post Sugar Crisp in the red, white, and blue cellophane bag at your grocery. Try it real soon here. And the Post folks, hope you're enjoying this ball game. We'll have another one for you next Saturday. Right where you got you down. There's Billy Cox who singled his last time up, which was the first real hit off Bickford, the second hit off Bickford. He's only given up 2, and for Cox, it's his only hit this year out of 7 official at-bats. Swings as a ground ball down to short. Buddy Carr charges up with it, fires to first, and that's all for Cox. 1 up and 1 gone. Last time of the ninth. Bruce Edwards marching up there with the lumber, and Jim Russell, who came to the Dodgers from the Braves, is going over to the bat rack, apparently to hit for Newcomb. Don pitched the last 2 innings, and all 3 of the Brooklyn pitches, first Hatton, then Banker, then Newcomb, all were scored on. Edwards fouls this pitch back. Bickford moving along rapidly. Van toweling over a scramble for a foul ball. Right-hander deals. There's a high foul close to the first base stand. Still close and back in amongst the customers. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 away, nobody on. Tomorrow's game, 2 o'clock, 12,000 seats of all prices available. Pitch is swung on, grounded down to short, Carr up with it, throw to first, in time, Edwards out, so Carr is put off the first 2. And Russell now reports to the umpire, and here's the announcement, as authorized by the plate umpire. You know, if you give the umpire the wrong player, you got to get that player and get him up there. Remember that happened in the World Series of 36. Which is high outside, ball 1. No, 37. In the Yankees-Giants. Pitch high outside the pinch hitter Russell, ball 1. Russell 7 for 34, hitting 206. Switch hitter batting left-handed takes a call strike, 1-1. 2 out. Boston 12. Brooklyn 2. Dodgers at 2 strikes and 1 out left. Now it's 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Cooper goes out to mound. I remember that World Series game, 37, Harry Gumbert was given to the umpire, and the public address system said Gumbert. Dick Kaufman came in out of the bullpen, if you recall. So they got Gumbert out the bench, made him pitch to 1 hitter. There's a ball drilled in the right field for a pinch hit single. 3rd hit for the Dodgers. So Russell comes up with a clean base hit. Number 3 for Brooklyn. Johnny Jorgensen, who was off for 1 for the year, who pinch hit in the 7th inning and drew a base on balls, and that with the bases loaded forced in Brooklyn's first run. First run the Dodgers scored in 20 innings. Jorgie, left-hand hitter, swings and bounces down to first. Ferguson can't find the ball for a minute, then he does. Steps on the bag for the out and the ball game. So that's all. All runs, 1 hit in the last half of the 9th inning. So the Braves win the ball game with 12 runs, 13 hits and an error, and the Dodgers 2 runs, 3 hits, and for Brooklyn, no error. So that's some other scores in a second. But, you know, when it comes to keeping an A1 physical shape, it just wouldn't hurt any of us to take a tip from a championship ball club, the Dodgers. You know, they put a lot of emphasis on the right kind of meals in that training program. You'll find a steady performer like catcher Roy Campanella saying this: if you want to do a good job every day, all season long, well, you just have to eat properly. And when you remember Roy's remark, folks, remember this too. You aren't eating properly unless you eat a good substantial breakfast. One that includes fruit, bread and butter, beverage, and a cereal. That's the kind of nourishment you need to keep you going strong right through the morning. And for the cereal in that better breakfast lineup, pick your favorite Post cereal. All Post cereals are loaded with solid round-trip nourishment. Yes, sir. Eat a better breakfast each day with your favorite Post cereal included. In this ball game won by the Braves, 12-2. It's their first win out of 3 meetings with Brooklyn this year. And for the Dodgers, It gives them a third straight defeat. Patton, of course, is the losing pitcher. His record is now 1-2 for the year, 1-1 with Boston, and lifetime he's 10-5 with the Braves. Bickford wins his first game. He's lost 3. He's now 1-1 with Brooklyn, and lifetime he is 4-1 with the Dodgers. So I think those are about the salient statistics. Paid attendance 19,488, and you couldn't have asked for a nicer day from the weatherman. 12,000 seats of all prices available for tomorrow's game at 2 o'clock. The Braves have now moved right upon the heels of the Dodgers, only 5 percentage points behind them. Now in the National League, the Phillies tightened their hold on first place by knocking off the Giants 7-1 behind Kurt Simmons. At the end of 7.5 innings, the Chicago Cubs at Chicago leading the Pittsburgh Pirates 4-3. Cincinnati plays at St. Louis tonight. In the American League, end of 3.5 innings, it's the Yankees 5 and the Athletics nothing. At the end of 8 innings, the Boston Red Sox 5 and the Washington Senators 4. Washington's at bat in the 9th inning. Cleveland and Chicago are tied at 2-2 with the Indians at home and at bat in the 8th inning. And the Thrashers just come in. That Clark in the 8th inning has hit a home run for Cleveland, so the Indians go out ahead for the first time this afternoon. Garver and Trucks are the starting pitchers, St. Louis at Detroit. Well, friends, that's it. Once again, the Braves 12 and the Dodgers 2. So, as far as the New York folks are concerned, Connie Desmond, Vince Scully, and the old redhead will be back tomorrow afternoon. And as far as you folks on the network are concerned, why, we got a date with you when the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to be here this next Saturday. Coming up. And it's been fun bringing you this one for Post Cereals, and we hope you enjoyed it. And if you have, remember that you say thanks every time you bring home a package of any one of the famous Post cereals. Post Toasters, Post Grape Nuts and Grape Nuts Flakes, Post Raisin Bran, 40% Bran Flakes, or Post Hens. Say, if you're one of the folks who haven't tried Post Sugar Crisp yet, you just be sure to look for the cellophane bag with the 3 little bears today. Now this is the old redhead, Red Barber saying so long.